Hello guys, it's Sasha here and Art Fishler School channel. I'm so happy to see you here, and today we're gonna paint this watercolor Beagle puppy. So this is the reference, and first, as usually, we are starting with a sketch. And first you are taking your pencil and you don't need to do dark lines, just very easy lines. And first you need to start with the size. So only if size is good you can go to the details. Please don't start from something small, always from the bigger. We are finding the size of the full dog, then body, then head, and only after this you can go to the details, from big to small. So now you can see I already tried to make the face, but now I recognize it's too small and it's too high, so I need to a little bit switch position of the head. Guys, if you will follow my link below on my Patreon, you can find my line art of this dog, so you don't need to draw it, you can just color it, and also the reference. And there is some different options you can follow. There is even one with my feedback, so please, I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so now we are making all the details: nose, eyes, ears. And here, guys, you can see I'm doing very dark lines, but I'm doing it for you to clearly see what I'm drawing. You don't need to do it that dark, because after this you will paint it in watercolor, and watercolor is so transparent, so please don't do too dark lines. And now we are going for all details. Here gonna be shadows. Okay, so now we are ready to color. For the first, I'm gonna make my background a little bit wet, and I'm just using water. Here you can see a little bit different background, but I'm gonna paint it with only blue color because it's more contrasting with the color of the dog. This very cute and beautiful brown color. So I will paint the sky and grass on the background. And first I'm just taking some blue color and making the background. Closer to the dog, it's a little bit more intensive. And grass we also gonna paint on the wet, so the bright green, it's perfect for this grass, but it's also just a background. After we will do some details. Base is ready, so now some cool green and sap green for the shadows. And this fan brush I'm using to just clean a little bit these grasses. Okay, so now it's turn for make reflections on the dog. You can see that here on the dog's face, on the belly, there is some reflections from the green grass. So I'm gonna mix some bright green color plus yellow ochre, and we will start with the very light colors on the dog. Watercolor, guys, it's always about light first, and after step by step we're doing it more and more dark. And also when watercolor dries, it looks even lighter. So now we are making those reflections. One more time, it's green and yellow ochre. On the legs too. Okay, so now yellow ochre and brown red we are using to make the main color of the dog, and everywhere where we can see this, we are just making this base color. It's still quite light, it's still quite transparent, but it's already, let's say it's like still base, but it's already the color of the dog. I'll make it a little bit faster, but you can just pause your video or make it more slowly, and step by step just follow me. Somewhere you can see I've been using more yellow ochre. Somewhere like on the left ear I've been using a little bit more of brown. So now it's time for dark brown, and we are making shadows under the ears. There is some dark color on the ear, under the head, and now with this fan brush I'm making some hair texture. Adding a little bit of brown, and also I'm wetting the body and adding some colors. This dark brown also good for the back, belly still yellow ochre, and around the eyes also this dark brown. So I'm still using dark brown, but it's so light for the shadows on the cheeks, and a little bit base for the nose. Wetting the tail and also some dark brown. So now for the shadows on white I'm using dark brown, but mixed with a little bit of blue, because our shadows are cool and the color is still a little bit light because it's white, base white color, but it's shadows, so we need to use dark colors, but transparent. Yeah, to make color transparent we just need to use some water. As much water on your brush as lighter your color. With almost dry brush I'm making again some texture. I'm blending these shadows to the sides. And also step by step I'm making my shadows a bit darker, adding some more tone. Again, yellow ochre and some brown red to make this color a little bit more bright. So now guys, actually our base is ready, so we can go for the details. We can do step by step colors more intensive, build the form of the ears because it's some thickness here. Now it's time to make everything more intensive and build the real form. Some color on the ear, it's also dark brown. Under the ears and under the head, it's gonna be the darkest shadows. Around the eyes we also adding some color. That's the color of the hair around the eyes. And now guys, I will show you a little bit closer how to paint eyes. So for this we need to wet first this area, round area, and add the yellow ochre plus brown color. First, this color looks so intensive. But now we need to wash our brush and take from the middle a little bit of color, wash and a little bit dry. And now we need to make the line exactly in the middle. Yeah, you can see it now. And now we are doing this part with the dark color. So I'm using now dark brown mixed a little bit with blue, or it can be just black. First I did it not too dark, but after you will see I'll make it darker. And also you can leave the white reflection inside, or it's actually more easy to color everything and then make the reflections with the white acrylic or gouache. Okay, so now it's time for the nose and for the shadows under the cheeks. Again, you can use here black color, or you can just mix brown and blue. It's actually quite more professional and more natural. And again, I'm doing the line and blending this with water, or just by making textures. Again, I'm adding some shadows and some color of the dog, blending them with each other. Here is just too light. So now guys, you can just look at your artwork and understand by yourself where you need to do some more intensive things, where you need to add some shadows. It should be everywhere in the balance. And also please don't forget about first plan and second plan. because first part, which is closer to us, should be a little bit more contrasting and more bright than back of the dog, then back legs. Also, I'd like to make some more details on the grass, and here it's up to you again how many you can do. So here it looks like this for me. And now guys, I took this medium brush, I mixed a little bit dark brown with blue, and I'm making texture everywhere where I can see it, especially on the shadows and on the dark color. So you can see, yeah, there is like a small lines. It looks like a texture because brush is almost dry. I'm just taking some color, but almost no water. You can train a little bit on the another paper. I think that's gonna be the best decision actually. Train yourself. And step by step I'm adding more and more details. Actually, you can just stop here because maybe your painting already looks good, but I would like to add a little bit more life to this dog, a little bit more outlines to the eyes. But if you're doing outlines, don't forget to blend them with the head around. And now it's time for the reflections in the eyes. So I'm taking white acrylic and doing this too in each eye, 2 small white drops. On top of the nose with a half dry brush, I'm also doing this light. And now it's time for black pen. I prefer to use it, it's actually again up to you, but I prefer to use it because in my opinion it looks a little bit more bright, a little bit more interesting and more like illustration style. I really love it. So here it's like one more chance to add some more details. The only thing I realized that background here is quite same than the leg color, and I decided to make my background a little bit more intensive, so now you can see the legs more clear. You can make them on whiskers, but better with white color. Maybe you have white pen or white pencil. Instead of using black pen, actually you can also use black pencil. So I'm working with the black pen just everywhere where was the darkest shadows or the darkest color, and somewhere I'm adding some outlines. Okay, I would like to make some more reflections a little bit brighter. And then our picture is ready. I hope you enjoyed this. And please, if you want some more feedback, some more support from me, follow the link on Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video if that was useful for you. Comment which themes you would like to see in the future. Thank you so much for being with me, and see you soon again. From Sasha with love. Bye bye, guys.